Waltonen is very forward-thinking. We've found that everything we're doing is 2, 3, sometimes 4 steps ahead of our competitors. I would describe Waltonen as the company that if you want to make it, we can design the line for it to be made on.
Everything from appliance work, automotive work, defense, aerospace. The scope of our work, the boundaries are just bigger.
We appreciate our client base. We appreciate the challenges that come in. We like the challenges. Those are the things that make us get up in the morning and go.
I started my career when I was 16, back in 1979, as a detailer. And you worked on the board, and they literally were a board on sawhorses.
I started off as a draftsman, and we were working on paper.
The old ways was 2D environment where it was just on paper, everything was flat, and you had to keep in mind of what things look like three-dimensionally.
So with that evolution from completely manual to a 2D CAD environment, and then we moved into a 3D CAD environment, and now we're even moving into a virtual reality environment. The tools, the techniques, the processes, it's changed dramatically over the last 60 years.
It's amazing for me to see how advanced the technology has come, to realize that you can lay out an entire factory on the computer screen is just amazing to me.
So from the beginning of the program, we get the placements from simulation. We build those assembly lines on the computer. Then that can be installed on the floor based on our drawings that we provide them.
There was no way we could have done what we did when I was on the board.
People look at Detroit as an automotive area, and it's not. It's actually many different things. And the same thing with Waltonen.
We first moved heavily into defense and DoD, and we're very successful with it. Then we moved into aerospace, again, very successful with it. And we've also added on other organizations as part of the Waltonen group of companies.
The Stryker is an 8-wheel vehicle used for military operations. It was developed with a flat bottom. The Army found to mitigate blast from IEDs, they put V-hulls. Stryker came up with a double V-hull. It was a rush program. We had people working 7 days a week.
We cleared out an entire facility, and we executed in a very short time frame.
Working on military programs is different. You realize these people are out there every day, and it really opens up your mind to say, wow, this means something.
We've had the soldiers come back to us and say, without this blast mitigation, without this hull being changed, we wouldn't be standing here today. We wouldn't be able to do the job of protecting our great nation.
Like any project that happens, is a customer comes to us with an idea. Hey, we want to build this, but we don't really have an exact idea of how we want to do it. Can you help us figure out the way to do this? So Bell Helicopter had come to us. They were bringing a new aircraft back into production, the 505 Jet Ranger X. This is a small commercial helicopter. It's a 5-seater, so there's pilot, co-pilot, and then 3 passengers behind it. One of the challenges that they had was they wanted to be able to have a bolt-together aircraft. They needed proof before they went and executed the engineering that they could actually do this. From there, Bell said, okay, well, can you help us tool to that expectation? We went ahead and engineered up tooling to help them through their flight test vehicles. And from there, we took that tooling and converted it and expanded it out into a production assembly line.
The employees at Waltonen, they are our business. Without our employees, we have nothing. They're valuable to us, and we want them to be there long term, and we want to provide them with a company that they're proud of.
60 years is a big deal.
If you look back to 1979, how many shops that were tooling design shops compared to today, there were 10 times more shops than there are today. Yet Waltonen survived. And how did we do that? We did that by diversifying our market.
We've been very fortunate, and we have some of the best customers that a company could ask for.
The customers at Waltonen mean everything to us. Ultimately, they're our boss.
Going from an organization that was 95% automotive to the portfolio that we have today was not an easy endeavor, but we were successful, and we're continuing to do that every day.
This company has withstood all that, and we see a great future ahead for the next 60 years.